Man, all right, let's ask you a question. Muscle, who's the most respected? Who, in your opinion, is the most respected sound man?
The most respected.
Who's the one sound man that you know everyone respect them? Everybody respects him.
Father Paul Stonelove.
No, he definitely got beef with a lot of people.
No, but beef?
Remember
yes.
I said when all the sound and when him said him no want to juggle with, they had fans, and their fans don't for a long period of time. I'm gonna tell you who, man. I'm gonna tell you who.
I want to hear this.
Kirky-C. Kirky-C is the most respected sound man in the business. You probably could say Bass Odyssey owner.
Father Keith.
Father Keith. Mm-hmm. You probably could say Father Keith as well, right? But Father Keith and the Bass Odyssey 1 and Bass Odyssey 2, they had a beef, right? So it's like there's going to be an era there where people are going to say them no respect Father Keith, all right? So I'm saying to you, I look at Kirky-C and I can't find a moment where anybody was like, yo, Kirky-C, I don't like him and I don't agree with what he just did or nothing like that.
I have one even better for you then. You see somebody like Kirky-C then, since you're framing it that way, I don't think he really gets the respect and that's admiration that he deserves at that
and
level.
That's why he actually gets the respect. Because he's not looking for it. He's genuinely doing everything he does as a man from his chest. He's not trying to gain any clout or any recognition or any respect from anybody. What he does just garners it. It just gets respect. Yeah. And we can go through the list of things, man. Look how much people have, look how much amazing people Poison Dart has produced. Super Dupes and Bobby Chin.
Tarantula.
Redman. Cuta Shooter. Yes. Then let's talk about adversity. He lost 2 selectors in one night to violence.
One shot. One night.
He took care of Squingy when nobody else was. He had great selectors like Materan and a few others play his sound for very previous time. Man, you can't tell me. Name another person.
Yeah.
Name another person. Let's just start with the first part. Name another person that has produced so much insanely great talent. How much other people have been a part of that sound, and when they left, they went out into the world and became the greatest thing in the world. Of course,
that
King ID's match song, right?
Transcended where they were. Transcended to a completely different level.
I mean, come on, this is a moment that needs to be discussed. And if I know Kirky-C, he probably don't even want us talking about this because him just do him thing. But I really do hope he sees this as a person who remembers when he used to play Super G sound in Fort Lauderdale, and as a person who has been booked by him many times. I have never, ever, 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 ever had even the slightest person whisper something bad about him. That guy is a genuinely great guy. And I think he's the most respected person in sound system.
I think you might have a point. And again, it's because he's almost like the unlikely pick. That's why he is the pick.
And so for everyone out there, like I said, I think another good candidate would be like Father Keith, right? But not everyone has had a chance to work with him. And I think that maybe he's a great second choice, or, there's going to be somebody else is going to argue this point. And I'm glad that you guys can argue this. This is a positive argument.
Yeah.
Who's the most respected unanimously? And anybody from anywhere in the world, them are going to say, yo, You know, I don't have nothing bad. You know, I love Kirky-C. Kirky-C are the boss. Kirky-C are the general. Yo, I respect him. I can't think of another person that unanimously from Japan to Africa is going to say, yo, he's worked with everybody. Mm-hmm. He's done everything at its highest level. Mm-hmm. He's produced some of the greatest talent. Still doing it. He's still here.
At a high level, too.
Still clashing. Still building sound systems. Still making selectors great. Mm-hmm. Man, come on, y'all. Challenge me on this.
You know who else I'd have to throw in the ring, too? Father Ethan from King Addies.
So I say Ethan is I think Ethan is one of those people that a lot of people have very few interaction with.
He's the ghost of the business, boss.
So it's hard for me to see people say, yeah, man, Ethan, when I don't think that many people have had an actual interaction with him, you know?
But he was that guy where, you know, at one point in Sound Clash, you would diss the boss and all that stuff there. He was always known as, this man, you don't diss Father Ethan. This true. Face, this Mataran, this Kingpin, this anybody. You say, Father Ethan, boss, you're not diss them on them. You know what I mean?
I agree. And I remember those days. And those days were wild days, man. Think about how crazy sound clashing was in the 90s, bro. God, yo, big up to every sound who ever got through it, God. You know, when I was playing Changes sound and Copper Shot sound at that time, man, we went through it on a minor scale. I can imagine what the bigger sounds were going through. But with all respect to Ethan, I don't think many people have had interactions with him. I think he just started doing interviews like a couple of years ago. Like
since it started, I've only possibly seen, when I've heard, the first time I heard his voice, I was shocked. I've probably seen about 2 interviews. And when you hear he's just speaking like straight plain English, I said, hold on.
Yeah, man.
I didn't even know. The Father Ethan, boss.
I'm just simple, right? Yeah, man.
When I seen a picture of this man, I said, hold on. This is the Father Ethan you guys are talking about? Respect is tall, boss.
Yeah, man. So I think that's not really what I'm saying. What I'm saying is not ghost-like respect.
Industry.
Yeah, man. Not like ghost, not fear or ghost-like respect.
Got you.
I'm talking about actual interaction and respect. It'll be hard for somebody. And like I said, I think this is a great question. Yeah. And I would love to see what names get thrown. But for sure, I think it would be hard to beat Kirky-C.
While we're talking, I'm still in my mind.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. More sound system talk, man. You're 100%. All right, your turn now. Let's talk about some sound system stuff.
You're 100% right, though. It's like, ooh, you know what I mean? And he's from a region that didn't really get that.
So let's talk about it. Anyhow, it never moved to Tampa. Imagine what he did out of Tampa, where just country. Yeah. If he had stayed in the South Florida area, oh man, I can only imagine, one, how massive the sound would have been, and how many selectors would have played that sound and been huge. So many, trust me, bro, everybody would have wanted to play that sound if they could locally have that sound to play. Everyone would have wanted to play that sound. Yeah. And him moving to Tampa is just more testimony to, you know,
your greatness.
Your greatness, bro. Like, you did that out of Tampa. Come on, fam. Y'all tell me, man. Y'all tell me.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusica.com.